In this lesson's Apuntes, we're looking at comparisons. In Spanish, comparisons are generally made with the two phrases más que, more than, and menos que, less than. Let's look at some examples to see and review this pattern. We have some information about two young boys. We have Juan, who's kind of mischievous. He's 7 years old. He doesn't like to clean up his room. He's not generous. Alfredo is 9 years old. He's very friendly and generous. He's a very hardworking kid. So let's look at some comparisons we can make about these two. Remember to pause the video if you need more time to write. Juan is less generous than Alfredo. Menos generoso que. So you see this menos que with the adjective in between. Another thing to remember is this adjective, generoso, always matches the first noun in the sentence, not the second one after que. Alfredo is more friendly than Juan. Juan is more mischievous than Alfredo. Más que. And then we have an irregular one. Just like in English, we have irregular comparisons, better and best. We don't say gooder or goodest. There are 4 in Spanish that are irregular. One of them is used with age, and this one is older. Alfredo es mayor que Juan. He's older than Juan. Let's look at these pictures and fill in some descriptions. We have Ana and Tina with their hair. Ana's hair is more long than Tina's hair. Es más largo que. Here we have Marcos y David. Marcos is a funny guy. David is a little more serious. Marcos es más gracioso que David. Más gracioso que. Number 3, we have 2 girls. And notice alto would be alta, since we're talking about Sofia. Sofia es más alta que Sara. She's taller. Number 4 are our 2 cats, Tiger and Hunter. Tigre es más gordo que cazador. He's fatter. Timoteo and Juan. Timoteo es menos atlético que Juan. He's less athletic than Juan. So that's the general pattern to use más and menos for comparisons. Let's look at the irregulars. We had already seen mayor in one of our sentences, but there are 4. Mejor, better. Peor, worse. Mayor, older. Menor, younger. So here we have some scenarios. For example, being well is much better than being sick. That would be estar bien es mejor que estar enfermo. Here we have the flu is worse than a cold. El gripe es peor que el resfriado. Here we have an age. Maria is younger than Susan. She's only 6. Maria es menor que Susana. Now, let's look at some plurals. These were all singular, so we didn't have to change this irregular comparison word in any way. But here we need to make them plural because the first part of the comparison is plural. Mis hermanos son mayores que yo. My brothers are older than I am. Mayores. Our neighbors are younger than my parents. Menores. Still the same pattern, son menores que. Still need que, but you're using just the word standing alone. It doesn't need más o menos, and that applies to all the irregular comparisons. Los exámenes son peores que los ensayos. This is a matter of personal preference. Exams are worse than essays. Let's look now at equal comparisons. This is in English when we say as and as, like Alicia is as tall as Carmen. In Spanish, it is tan como. And right here, I see a mistake. There we go. So Alicia es tan alta como Carmen. She is as tall as Carmen. So in Spanish, tan and como are used for as and as to make equal comparisons. My best friend is as intelligent. This isn't right. Tan inteligente como yo. That fixes it. My dog is as spoiled as my cat. This isn't right. He's tan mimado como mi gato. Is a gazelle as fast as a leopard? Not faster. No, we want to say as. Es una gacela tan rápida como un leopardo? That gives you some good examples as you start to work your way through comparisons in Spanish.